What's up everyone, it's Tony here, and in today's video, we're going to be touring this 2023 Vanquish Yachts VQ45. This yacht is named Robin's Nest. It's built entirely out of aluminum, and this was built in the Netherlands, so you know the Dutch, they're infamous for their high quality builds. Here is a small profile shot of the yacht, and this one is presented by the Italian Yacht Group. Overall in length, it's 44 feet and 5 inches, or 13.54 meters. You have a beam of 13 feet and 5 inches, or 4.09 meters, and a draft of 2 feet and 8 inches, or 0.81 meters. You get so many great features on board, including a Seakeeper 6, that's a stabilization system. You also have a skyhook, you have a FLIR camera system, and this is the hardtop version. And right away at the back of the yacht, the first thing you'll notice, this is the outboard version. And we have some serious power on board. We have 4 Mercury V12 engines. They're 600 horsepower each. So you get a blazing fast top speed on this one. And since we're talking about the engines now, I will just talk about the performance. Your top speed, I kid you not, is over 60 knots. Officially, it's 62 knots. You can cruise very comfortably at 30 knots. And you get a couple hundred nautical miles of range, maybe a little bit longer if you drop it down. But really, if you have this yacht, you're going to want to take advantage of all of that power. This yacht has such a beautiful profile, and I also really like the fact that it's built out of aluminum. And because we have the outboards, we actually have a little bit of extra storage space underneath this aft-facing bench. And another really cool feature is the passerelle, so these stairs can go up or they can go down into the water. Not something you normally see on a 45-foot boat like this. And we're going to get the storage area opened up so you can see what this looks like. And as you can see, because we have the outboards, you get a bunch of extra storage space. It's actually much larger than you would expect. So continuing via the passerelle, here of course the aft-facing bench is closed. We have additional seating just forward of this. It wraps around this table with the carbon fiber inserts. And it looks like this is a fixed table, although it can be adjusted to the left or right. You also have speakers built into the boat. I just want to give you one more shot. I mean, look at these engines. Those are incredible. And the top speed, I can't imagine what this yacht feels like when you're cruising at over 60 knots. Before we head more inside, we have a side boarding gate, and then we're going to head up to the bow, where we can see more carbon fiber inserts on each side of the sun pad. And then there's additional seating forward. We have the bench, another table, and the U-shape that wraps around. And then the anchor is completely hidden off the front of the bow. Guys, with all the seating, if you're trying to have a party on here, this is a fantastic day boat. You can fit so many people on board. You have a massive single-piece windshield as well, so great visibility from the helm station. There are open top versions. You can get a T-top or a completely open version of this yacht. But I think the hardtop is a pretty popular choice because it is nice to have a little bit of that semi-enclosed space. You can also see what some of the pop-up cleats look like. Vanquish is known for their high-quality builds. So for the price, it seems like you're getting a lot of boat for the money. And there is some accommodation down below, which we'll see momentarily. We're going to head back on the other side, just so we do the full walk around. There's another side boarding gate. And then back here, this is pretty cool. Underneath the bench, they integrated the fender storage right under here. So that's just a really smart design to have this tucked away, but very easily accessible. And you can see how we can walk back around to the swim platform. All right, now we're gonna check out the inside. But first, we have an extra drink fridge right here. This door slides across, and that's how you close off the interior space. But I also like how you're sitting really deep in this helm area. You have very supportive and very comfortable seats. Some cup holders once again with the carbon fiber. And you're gonna want some support while you're underway on this one. Another thing Vanquish is known for, they have a very striking logo. Look at this red steering wheel. This simply pops. You can see the throttle control here, the joystick to control the engines, makes it a lot easier to dock. And then we have twin Garmin multifunction displays. And you also have AC vents at the helm station. So that's a nice touch there. And the zip wake trim tabs, the controls for that are right down here. All right, let's head inside. If we take a few steps down, you're greeted with a wide open area. And this is a very classy, very stylish design in here. We have the sink built right in. You have accent lights in the floor. You have an ice maker right here. Another refrigerator just aft of us. It's behind this door. So you can see, I won't pull it out all the way. You can see the refrigerator. And then we backed into the ensuite just so we can get a shot. But here you can see this entire area is lined with the cushions, which is nice. And some of these are removable if you want more walking space. But if you wanted to spend a weekend on board or just overnight, you certainly could do so. And from a headroom perspective, let's see. We are very close to the ceiling. We have about this much space. I know that's not precise, but here, let me do that again. Around this much space, I'm 5'11", so maybe 3 extra inches, 2 or 3 inches above my head. So if you're 6 foot, maybe 6'1", that's probably the limit of your standing height. Then if we crawl down just a little bit, you'll see there is a TV mounted as well. But I imagine on a yacht like this or a boat like this, the TV is not your primary concern. This boat is all about having fun and going fast on the water. We have a large storage closet. And then here is the ensuite. As mentioned before, it's extremely stylish. You have the teak design in the floor. I don't know if this is actual teak or a synthetic teak, but either way, it looks really nice. And you still have full standing headroom in the shower, as well as a bench. So I'm very impressed they were able to fit that. Guys, for the most part, that's it on this boat. What you see is what you get. It's built out of aluminum. It's extremely high quality, absolutely worth the price compared to some of the other day boats in this segment, at least in my opinion. This seems to be top tier quality at a really good price. If I had the money, I would probably be jumping on this one if I was looking for a day boat in this size range. So thank you, of course, to the Italian Yacht Group for granting me access on board. I know this was a quick one, but the boat's relatively small, all things being considered. Here, well, let's give you another look at these engines. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of this one. Actually, I almost forgot. Overhead, there's also a shade that extends, and there are some shade covers right here, because overhead, this is actually glass underneath these covers. But just to keep some of the heat out, we have the shade up. So those are a couple extra things I wanted to mention. Now I think we've said everything that we intended to. Thanks again to IYG. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking the videos, and commenting down below. All of that engagement really helps. All right, guys, now we are officially signing off. I know I've been lingering a little bit, but I just wanted to give you those extra shots. This is such a cool boat. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.